today I'm going to go over a few features that I've just completed in Unity. Really, object manipulation, you know, a lot of scripting to give our first person character the ability to really interact with their environment. So here's just a real basic scene I've set up just to really test out the scripts that I've written. And once the testing is complete, you know, once all the small details are kind of tweaked and working well, then we will transfer the scripts to the main scene, the desert scene. So everything will be working in the actual video game. So let's go ahead and check it out. Here's the world, and there we have our ragdoll, which was covered in a previous tutorial. I just kind of imported him to the scene. So you know, although the most mundane feature probably, although it's very useful, is that I've scripted the character to have the ability to move objects. I don't know if you can see, you know, I just kind of pushed that box, right, and then you can slides a bit, and then you have the balls over here, so I can actually push these as well. And this occurs with any rigid body object. So as you may have seen, this ragdoll, I can't push the ragdoll because it's not a rigid body object. I could change that though. Let me see. I'm not sure if this capsule is a rigid body object. Is it? No, it's not. So I need to make it a rigid body object. Actually, never mind. It works off of a tag system. So if the object has the tag movable, then, well, hence, you know, it's movable. So let me open up the script real quick to kind of cover that. Let's see, where is that script? Here it is, push script. So it's a real basic script. I'm not going to go into too many details, but just to kind of show you what I mean. So here's the script. You know, just we have the simple on-controller collider hit function, and within this, you can see we have this if statement. This is where the physics is applied. You know, this is where the add force function is called. This is just a debug log function. Just, you know, this was, I mean, really for debugging. Just the console prints this when I hit an object. But as you can see with the if statement, this only happens under the condition that the collided game object, which is this parameter right here, has the tag of movable. So if I go over to Unity, as you can see, this object right here is tagged movable. The ragdoll, however, is not. But if I tag the ragdoll with movable, let's see, I should be able to push it. So let me just go over here, and there we go. It's kind of lethargic, but it, you know, there was some force being applied. So there's that. That's like I said, that's the most mundane. However, very useful. You know, you could push objects around. For example, if I wanted to push this cube over here, you know, jump on that, and then I could jump on this one. So, you know, some pretty useful features. The next one is not mundane at all. It's actually pretty exciting. Gravity gun. You know, kind of similar to the one in Half-Life. So, you know, you can click an object, right? Click any. This applies to any rigid body object. So I can pick up the capsule. You know, and then I can throw it. The longer I hold the left mouse click, the more force it applies to it. So I just kind of, let's see, you know, there's just a little click. If I hold it a while, you know, applies more force. And then I can even pick up this ragdoll. Looks really weird, kind of convoluted. It's kind of funny. Yeah, the only problem with picking up the ragdoll I've noticed is, yeah, that the head really stretches out. I'm not sure what's going on there. I will have to work on that. But yeah, there's that. I can pick up balls as well, of course. And then, oh yeah, the zoom. Oh, I just launched that up in the air. So the zoom feature, allows you. This is the scroll wheel on the mouse, and basically the object gets closer and farther, right? And yeah, that's a bug. That's one of the things I need to tweak. Um, Let me see. I can't. Oh, another feature that I kind of scripted is, um, see, if you click it, it always kind of applies at least the minimum force, right? And that's a variable under the program, that there's a minimum force. But what if we want to allow our character to just kind of carry objects and just drop them? So as you can see there, I just kind of dropped it, right? Boom, just drop it. So if the player holds left shift key while they're releasing the object, it doesn't apply force. It just drops. Oh, there's a flashlight. So let's go over the script real quick. Here, I already got MonoDevelop open. So I want to go over too much. I actually downloaded this script online. Why reinvent the wheel? It had a lot of the basic stuff. I just kind of modifying it. So just gonna go over some of the basic stuff I've modified. For example, this is a script that allows the player to bring the object closer and farther. Manipulate the distance to the object with the scroll wheel. So you can see it gets the input from the scroll wheel and then just multiplies it by 7 to really speed it up. And then this is the feature where you can just drop the object. So if the left shift key is held, it sets the current force to 0, and it uses that current force. As you can see here, this is how it adds the force. So if it sets it to 0, then it just adds a force of 0 and releases the object. And that is object manipulation. So you will soon be seeing this on the actual environment. It's kind of fun.